Hello again, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. It's lovely to see you all. It feels like it's been forever, hasn't it? It has. It has. It has. It's been a whole, what, 8 hours? 12 hours? Maybe a little bit more? A little bit less? 18, 14, I'm not sure. I don't count. Hello. Hello. I see you there. Hello. Good morning. Good morning to you too. Come on in. Come on in. It's time for morning coffee again, and I'm sure all of you are as excited as I always am for morning coffee. Now, I feel like, I don't know, I have a good buzz about me today. I have a really good buzz. I always have a good buzz about me, you know that, but it's a little bit of the old je ne sais quoi, you know? Simple as, I'm very excited to do this today. Maybe it's because there's something in the air. Maybe it's because you're looking especially ravishing this morning. Maybe it's because we're finishing off a date with death tonight. I'm not quite sure. But for one reason or another, we're definitely going to be setting fire to the night. Oh, Mooney the Spoonie straight in with the super. Thank you, darling. I'm here to drink tea, round off my account total, and enable your thirst over Grim. May or may not have been cooking last night. Oh, I'm very ready for tonight's Grim stream, Mooney. I'm very ready, all of you. I don't know why, but there's something about that entire stream, that entire game that just sends me to some very strange, very dark place. And we're going to be keeping on that same vibe all this week, which is out there, insane, madness. Terrible. We're doing some touch starved as well this week, which I don't know about all of you, but I most certainly am a little bit touch starved. So I'm ready to dive into that and see just what we can cook up. Also, the rounding off the account total is very real, very real. I am a sucker for doing that. I will literally, I don't know why. I'm someone who either needs the account total to end in like a 0 or a 5. 5s and 0s are acceptable. 7s are good, but they're not ideal. 8s, I cannot have 8s or 6s. 8s or 6s are bad. 2s are bad as well. So anything with a 0 or a 5 is fine. 0, 5, or 7. Touch starved mentioned. Yeah, touch starved. We're doing touch starved this week. We're doing touch starved. We're doing some touch starved. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I really want to like nail some visual novels with everyone. I want that to become a regular thing. So I'm hoping that we can, you know, get that rolling, get people to turn up, throw some support that way. And if we can actually turn it into a regular thing, that would be great. Because I've noticed there aren't very many like VTuber people, demon people that do like visual novels on the regular, which is insane. Why do we not do that? I like hot men. Visual novels are full of hot men. You like hot men, otherwise you wouldn't be here. What you understand? It feels like there's a very clear demographic that's being missed here. Okay, there's you know, we're getting a 2 + 2 = 8 right now. Oh, 𝓱𝓸𝓾𝓻, morning Zanny. I have to tell you, I get the customized Zander phone case on my hand now. Ooh, nice. Have a good day. Zander phone case, let's go. That's a merch idea right there. I'm feeling plentiful and bountiful with that. Maybe I could get Zander phone cases. I think that could work. That could really work. I'm going to take that to the Dark Overlords. They will accept it. They will accept it. They will. They certainly will. I like my hot men like I like my coffee. See, I like my coffee, you know, hot, bitter, and I don't know if my coffee can be brooding, but all of the above work. But visual novels, definitely, I want to get into those. We've got a lot of Chilla's art this week as well, which I love. I love Chilla's art. Please scare me more. And I'm very ready for that. I would love to just be terrified. There's something hot about, or like something. Yeah, you know what? I've said it. I'm going to stick to it. There's no backing out. There's something hot about being mildly terrified. You know, like about being like mildly scared. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just a little bit twisted. There's no backing out though. It started the sentence. There's a certain, you know, the heartbeat, the rush, you don't know if you're going to die. It's up there. It's up there. It's just like spending time with other incubi. I love that. Yes. There are so many though. Oh, and speaking of heartbeats pulsing, blood pumping, lots of screams, excitement, being thrown into walls, and of course inevitably echoing throughout the hallways, I have some news to share. Some very, very good news. Some news that I think you will love. We got perms for Alien Isolation. We got perms for Alien Isolation. I received permission from the developers to play it. That's going to be streamed next week. It's going to be big horror. It's going to be wonderful. I'm very excited. It's one of my favorite games. Favorite games. So you guys get to see me really scared. Really scared. Oh. Some people seem to have been confused by that last sentiment. I'm never quite sure where I'm going until I'm there, but I do know that once I arrive, it's exactly where I'm meant to be. Oh, but hello. Also, I just wanted to thank all of the Netherlings and, of course, all of the Dewdrops for their Speaking of, 𝓂𝓂𝓾𝓻 and Cassie's star drop. Lovely to see you. I have to wave hello to 𝓂𝓂𝓾𝓻 at some point. I have to. We've had like little interactions, and he likes. Okay, 𝓂𝓂𝓾 likes Love and Deep Space, and I like Love and Deep Space, and I kind of want to just be that awkward guy. It's like, hey, I like this too. Can I harass you about this thing I like? Because I know you like it too. And that's it. I want to do it, but I'm such a little bitch about it. But at the same time as well, obviously, huge thank you for everyone, all the Netherdrops who turned up last night to the amazing stream with Cass and I. It was absolutely great. I promise I will get kitchen utensils. I will get kitchen stuff. I will no longer live in an applianceless kitchen. I will get a kettle. I promise there will be a kettle purchased. What else goes in a kitchen? Kettles. I'm not going to get a rice cooker. I don't mean to like hate on the rice cooker, but like I'm moving soon, so I don't want to get too much stuff before I go. But I feel like, you know, I feel like getting a kettle and something else would be good, you know. Please, we're not going to go down the me not knowing what goes in the kitchen. Cutting boards, that's it. I'm going to get cutting boards. Yes, a kettle and cutting boards. That's what's going to go into that. I'm going to get a full set of basic kitchen utensils and not cook like a savage. I mean, listen, I'm a demon. I'm used to I'm used to either hunting what I eat and devouring it in one and savoring every last flavor, or having servants prepare delicious meals for me. Now I just get to enjoy, you know, the little things in life, doing it by myself. Obviously, I'm very nomadic though. I don't think I've ever shared this fact about myself, but in the human world, I'm very nomadic. I actually don't tend to stay in one place for more than a year at absolute most. And even then, I usually go I usually only stay in one place for about 3 months before moving again. I don't know why. I just sort of have that bug with me. I've done that. It's the whole thing. I just sort of drift. But the Dark Overlords have been very insistent that I settle down, that I find a place to become a good little incubi house husband. And, you know, as such, I will be finally settling down and being a good boy. I will be, maybe. Ooh, Berry, thank you so much for the super. Hello, Zanny. I just got to work. Thank you in advance for providing some ear candy in this morning. Oh, trust me, I will provide all of the ear candy you could desire. I am like a candy shop. I will be your Ben and Jerry's to keep you through the morning. I will be your audio Ben and Jerry's. Okay, call me Rocky Road ice cream with chocolate chips in it. I've got you. So, I think the Dark Overlords are very keen. Oh, actually, I needed to say, your pleas, your cries, your desperate moans have reached the ears of the Dark Overlord. The Dark Overlords, plural. I have been instructed that I must do a Zanny cooking stream for all of you at some point in the near future. I must do a Zanny cooking stream with hand cam, and all of you get to see my lovely artist hands and see me going about making that cheesecake, that no-bake cheesecake that I previously mentioned to all of you. This is what's happening. So I'm getting the kitchenware, and as proof of reinvestment in my netherlings, the kitchenware will be used to create a no-bake cheesecake, and that is what's going to happen. There's going to be a cheesecake stream. You'll get to see how I make the cheesecake. You're going to see how I flavor the cheesecake. You're going to see how I pound those biscuits hard across the counter, and make a good breading for the cheesecake. It's going to be great. The Chef Zanny arc is here. Yes, the Chef Zanny arc is very much here, and I'm excited for it. I've started gathering the ingredients already, and I think I'm actually going to try this bake without using any gelatin, which would be really interesting. Because the gelatin, although is like good, I actually think that maybe just using a decent little mix and maybe like garnishing with like a little dark chocolate might do better than gelatin, because the protein yogurt I use is already pretty solid and it already resets itself if you mix it the right way. Maybe I could fluff it. I've always been a good fluffer. I could not fluff, not the word, whisk it. There we go. Whisk it. No, not fluff it. No, not that. I could whisk it. I could do something funny. Ooh. I'm having ideas. But yes, there will be kitchen appliances. There will be things. I will live in a modern kitchen with many such appliances, with many such items, and seeing how things go. It will be glorious. It will be glorious. It will rival the very kitchens of the underworld. And I'm looking forward to all of you seeing me put effort into things. I don't know why I came out the sus side of the bed this morning. Then again, every side of the bed is the sus side of the bed when you do it right. So you never know. But I've been hanging out with my producer friend a lot the last couple of days, and in case anyone didn't see, you followed me on Twitter. I convinced my producer friend to make a Twitter for the music that we're making, or we've made at this point, and it's good. It's good. I had to convince him to get back on the internet, because he's one of those people where it's like, no, I don't internet, and I'm like, yes you do. Yes, you do. You internet because I'm there and you love me. Therefore, you're going to be here. So, tee-hee. But excited for it. I'm going to stop talking about it as much. Maybe I'm gonna go silent on it just a tiny little bit. Why? Because I don't want to hype anything. And when I talk about things, it's the exact same as what the Dark Overlords say. We can't tell Zanny too much, because sometimes he says it when he's not meant to. But that's fine. What can I say? I speak all of you. I speak all of you. I see all of you. And then my tongue just begins acting on its own, and I start telling all of these tall tales I'm not supposed to. But easy come, easy go. Little high, little low. I always prefer the lows to the highs, but I'm excited. And of course, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. You're like Tom Holland. Yes, we're so close. We even steal each other's accents, which is great. We're so close. Actually, no, he has that like the I'm not quite sure what's going on today accent. He's got the British accent. He's a bit more British than I am. I'm a bit more normal British, and he's a bit more like, you know, it's a British moment. You know, they can't tell me the end of the Avengers, otherwise I'll post it on Twitter. You know, that one, that one. I know, it's fabulous. Normal. Then again, I'm not okay. I know that like there's always questions about my accent because it's all over the place at times, and it's simply because of the fact that the time I spent in the United Kingdom of Great Britain was divided between South England, very like far South England, like the fancy riding round in a Range Rover part of the United Kingdom, and then I also spent probably near a decade actually living in London itself, like central London, East London. So it's created this really strange middle, half posh, half dirty accent that ebbs and flows depending on my mood, which I love, but also is great, you know. All British accents are great, except Northern. All British accents are great though, like, except Northern. But it's good. It's good. It's there. It ebbs. It flows. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. And of course, I appreciate it. Friendly fire is on. And of course, you know, I really enjoy just getting to hear other people's accents. I don't know why, but I always consider myself a bit of an accent connoisseur, you know? Whether you're turning around and I get to listen to like American accents and how people are so serious in the US and they talk about all these different things and all these different people, and I just don't really get it, but it's very cool. And you know, how Americans don't really have like consonants, it's all just one long vowel and one big blended sound together, which is really cool. And I really like that. And it's just hearing different accents for some reason really appeals to me. And that's fun. I think it was always just a fascination that started in childhood, honestly, because I used to be told, that was the thing, I used to get in trouble in Little Demon School when I was a little demon, because I would mimic the teachers too perfectly with my little accent, my little voice, and it would result in me being sent to the principal's office. And as a result, dearest mother demon dearest would have to pick me up from school, because when I'd be sent to the principal for mimicking people's accents and voices and saying what they were saying back to them, I would then proceed to do the same to the principal as he attempted to lecture me on why it was incorrect. So I was always like this. And it was terrible. I'm terrible. But I feel like it's a skill that gets sort of refined over time. Obviously, it's not just American. I actually did voice training for some Irish, and then I can speak like 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻 when I need to. And then after that, I would like to say I was very young. I want to say I was like single digits in demon years for that, and that was very young. Manly man, thank you for the super manly man. I just got back from college studying local British wildlife. Very glad you're here for me to watch while eating my food. Thank you, manly man. I really appreciate that. And of course, local British wildlife, you have to watch out for many things in the UK. There are many dangerous animals. There are snakes out there. There are wild boars. There are chavs. There are many things in the UK that should be best avoided for your own safety. So obviously, if you're ever there, you know, look after yourself. Look after yourself. Do what you need to. That is something that needs to be done. Of course, and of course, you know, never forget that there are lots of things to be done. And of course, oh yeah, there are definitely wild boars. There are so many wild. I've run into a wild boar in the UK while I was I was hiking. There was a period where I did survival training in the UK for reasons, and it was while I was hiking through these woods that I came across a wild boar with several other people doing the training, and you give those things a wide bloody berth. They're so angry. They're scary. They're so scary. They're so scary. They get angry for no reason. They exist just to be mad. They're like Roscoe. They'll turn on a dime and try and chase you. They're mad. It's definitely a thing. It's a thing. Look. People are saying not Roscoe, the Roscoe slander. No, okay, no. Roscoe will bite your kneecaps. Roscoe just goes out of nowhere. Okay, Roscoe just suddenly starts going. He's my child, but even then, I can acknowledge when a child needs baby reins. Okay. Aswoff. Unfortunately, I'm at work right now. I wanted to wish you, Zanny, and everyone else in the chat a nice afternoon and see you all tonight. Hey, thank you, Asgoff. Thank you. I am really excited for tonight. It's a really like hyped up week this week because obviously I have my surprise ASMR for all of you after Lucy and Cass's stream of Valorant. For those who didn't see it last night, I'll be doing yet another ASMR because the Dark Overlords have said people like it, so I should do it, and therefore I shall. After all, their wish is my command. Actually, your wish is my command. You guys sort of decide what I do, and then I take that into account, and then I want to serve you the best that I can. You know, after all, I like to reciprocate. What can I say? Sometimes I don't always want to receive. I want to give as well. So, at the same time, I'm really excited because 𝓂𝓸𝓼𝓽 is one of my favorite games, and I saw someone did a beautiful thumbnail on Twitter, a really beautiful thumbnail on Twitter, and I'm like, I haven't commented or liked it yet because I wanted to sit down and actually write something nice, and at the same, and you know, I want to what's it called? I wanted to like actually say something proper instead of just being like, oh, thanks for the thumbnail. Like that's such a, I always hate it when I see like VTubers and streamers and people do that when they're like, someone does it, they're like, oh, thank you for the thumbnail, and then they just move on. I'm like, no, say something nice. Say something nice. Like, say something, look at it, appreciate it, say something nice, be cool, okay? Because like, just do it. Don't be an arse. Don't be an arse about it. Just like, sorry. Oh yes, I hit 15k. I just hit 15k. Oh, wait, what? Look at that, we just hit 15k. Let's go, baby. Okay. Yippee. We're not going to do a 15k stream though. Okay, I feel like that's taking the piss. But a 20k stream, I reckon we can hit 20k by the end of the month. I reckon, actually no, not by the end of the month. 20k by, let's say, middle of next month. We'll say 20k in like a couple of weeks, I reckon. 20k in like two to 2.5 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. That's what I'm going to go for. We're aiming for that. We'll get you there faster. If you do, I will be very impressed. Obviously, I need to, between you and me, I either wanted to have my music ready for like a 20k stream if it happened a little later, or I wanted to have it ready for my birthday if it was running super late. So I wanted to have like an event attached to it, or I was going to like launch my music as its own thing, because I had this idea where there could be like a listening party where I could do a stream and do a little launch party, and I could invite a few of the other boys along if any of them were free, and we could have a little party to launch and listen and be like, oh, Cold Wrists is now streaming on Spotify, and I gave away the title, you dumbass. But yes, it's now streaming wherever streaming happens, and you know, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, and I'm very ready for it. And it's there. And we're going to make the absolute best of it. And where's the Roscoe thing? Where's Roscoe's little flash thing where people forget things? Let's do marshmallows. I like marshmallows. Cass taught me the value of marshmallows. I really like marshmallows. Not like the physical ones. I find actual marshmallows kind of disgusting. They're too gooey. I don't like how they stick to my teeth. But marshmallows where they're questions from you. I put out a little marshmallow and asked anyone who had any questions of any relevance of anything at all, from where the sun sets to where the sun rises, to just throw them out and see what there is to say, and you know, and I'll respond. So I'm just going to start picking through and see what's going on at random, and you know, I really do. We'll see what happens. Okay, first one from an anonymous person is: do you watch what's being talked about in the waiting room? I do. You don't see me, but I'm there and I'm watching. Usually about 15 to 20 minutes before the stream, I'm watching the waiting room and I just have it open in the background and I keep an eye on it. And people also DM me screenshots occasionally of what's going on in the waiting room, just in case I haven't seen it. So behave, okay? I know I'm a lurker. I lurk, okay? There are many places I lurk. I lurk in the waiting room, okay? I lurk on the hashtags. I lurk on my NSFW tags. I lurk everywhere. I'm not even going to turn around and be ashamed of how much I lurk. I lurk a lot. Why? Because someone needs to keep an eye on you, you know? It's like that song by Sting, I'll be watching you. But people find that romantic for some reason. But yeah. Yeah. In the closet? No, I'm far outside of the closet. Far outside. I'm everywhere. I try and be everywhere anyway. I try and cover as much of the board as possible. Also, I have a bit... Zanny, did you know you have cool and chill Big Brother vibes? I think you're hilarious and make a good role model. Don't make me a role model, please. Please don't. Please don't. I mean that in the nicest way humanly possible, okay? There are so many better people to make a role model of. There are so many better people. There are doctors. There are Nobel Prize winners. There are scientists, okay? Don't make the horny Incubus a role model, okay? Don't do that. Just don't, okay? Don't, okay? Be smart. Be like the girl I dated in high school's dad, okay? As soon as he saw me, he turned around and said, "You can fuck right off now." And I'm like, "Very good, sir. Have a good day." And then I went off as soon as that happened. Why? Because. Okay, it's fine. After all, smart is smart. He was ex-military though. He was like ex-Marines, and I was like, I'm not dealing with that. I'm an Incubus, but this gentleman is ex-Marines. I'm good. If he says no to me dating his daughter, then I am gone. Little high school, like that was barely in high school, like first year of high school. Ooh. Skedaddled. Have you ever tried Asian cuisine, especially Vietnamese, before? If yes, do you have a favorite dish? Thank you for reading my questions, Annie. So, I've tried a lot of Asian cuisine. I've eaten a lot of Thai food over the years. And I don't mean like the Thai food you get from like Thai Palace in the little strip mall or something like that. I actually had some very close relationships with a lovely friend of mine who is Thai, and I would go to eat at their house a lot. And I think I mentioned that one of my former lovers was a Thai individual whose mother would cook a lot of food because apparently I was too skinny. And I have had a lot of Thai food over the years, a lot of Thai food, whether it was from this once upon a time or to now. I've had a fair amount of Japanese food when I was in Japan as well. Japanese food, great, love it. Sushi, obviously. Sushi, I've forgotten the name of it, but the thing where you grill the meat over the stove, that's great. I've been working really hard. Oh, Pearl Gaming. Pearl Gaming, very nice. Congrats on 15k, Zanny. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Pearl Gaming. Thank you very, very much. We're going to get to 15k. Next stop is 20. After that, 25. And then after that, 100,000. Easy, 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 easy. Daddy needs a play button. And with that in mind, I've tried a lot of Asian food. I'm not going to say I've managed to do like a ton of it, you know, but yakiniku, that was it, yakiniku. Yakiniku is going to be good. I would love some yakiniku. I would absolutely adore, what else would I would say sushi was good. Sushi's good. I'm a sucker for sushi. I want to say also, I've had very little Vietnamese food in my time in this world, unfortunately. And it's something that I would hope to, rectify in a few steps, you know. It's something I would hope to rectify. But at the same time, you know, I'm not going to choose food unless I can get the option to have it like in an authentic way, because the amount of times that I've gone to, you know, oh, I've tried pho. Yes, I did try pho. Pho is very good. I like it a lot. That's like kind of the main Vietnamese dish that I've sort of had though. So that's kind of a big one, I've had it multiple times. I love it. It's something that I always order whenever I'm sick, because if I've got like a stuffy nose, I'm like, oh, you know, I will always go with pho. Pho is wonderful. Oh, hi Zanny. Hi. I wanted to ask you about ASMR stuff. If you do want to do more of it, do you prefer scripts or just saying things on the fly? How would you choose a voice for a character? Could you show more of your range? And your voice is incredible, and I hope to hear more stories from you. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. So I like ASMR. I like doing it a lot. I'd actually like to do a blend of both scripted and unscripted ASMR. I think that scripted ASMR is best done in short doses, because if you do sort of 2 hours of a script, it kind of drags and drags and drags and drags and drags and drags and drags. You get my point. But unscripted ASMR, where, you know, I pull you in all close and I'm like, today we're just going to talk and ramble and be very quiet together and just see what happens, you know, and we're going to see just how quiet things get, you know, and it's nice. It feels very intimate, and I can make some jokes, and I can be a little bit, you know, lewd with my humor and do what I do best, and it's nice. But scripted as well is good if I feel like I want a narrative there. And I do like narratives. I said from the very beginning, one of my passions in life is telling stories, and I feel like there are stories to tell. Less so grand fantasy things and huge sort of world-spanning things, but I love small, intimate stories, slices of life, you know? Maybe I could write something. I actually did want to. So you guys know my birthday's coming up in a month and a bit. It's the 7th of April. I wanted to release an ASMR video to accompany my birthday voice pack and have the two of them kind of go simultaneous and be slightly hand in hand. So the voice pack could have certain things that reference one thing, and the video would also be on that, you know? I thought that would be nice, because I could do a scripted ASMR where it would be very close and intimate and very and it would actually be a video recording as opposed to a stream. And on the flip side as well, I could also have, you know, the ASMR video attached to it. So I could do a duo thing, which would be great. I would really love to do that. As for my voice range, sure, I can happily show you some voice range. So another thing that gets brought up a lot is my voice drops quite low, and then it also can shoot quite high. So that's down partially to the fact that I have a slight tiny, strange thing with my voice, which I never have had properly explained to me, but I've had numerous singing teachers attempt to explain it to me. It's just I'm not bright enough to properly understand it. Where essentially my voice is missing some of the mid-range. So where my middle range should be, it actually ends in a very notable break. So I have a very high pitch to my voice, I have a lower high pitch, and then it just drops straight to a sort of upper low. So I'm missing like a good bit of my middle range, which is something that I don't really know why. And my middle range ends up coming away quite breathy and quite strange. And I'm sure there's a reason for this, and I'm sure there's like some sort of science. But either way, it means that I can turn around and be like, oh, this is how it is. So I can go very deep with my voice, and I can actually add a bit of bass to it, and just sort of go all the way down to here and see that quite easily. And that's just sort of there for me, where it's down and down and down, because you place the voice in the chest then, and it's like that, which is simple, and it's there. And when we had to do Lucy's Law video, they needed someone who could do a child voice. And I was drafted to teach the other boys how to do child voices, and because I'm the resident voice boy, and I'm the resident voice acty boy, and I was quickly drafted to teach everyone how to do like a child voice. So you turn around and you make everything a bit more breathy, and then you turn around and be like, I'm so scared of what's ahead. I don't know what to do, and life just seems to be getting worse, and I'm so anxious. And you just sort of do that, and it's just that, and there you go. That's how I lure people in. That's how I lure people in. It's cute. It's very cute. But yes, it's there, and I taught people how to do child voices for Lucy's little video, and that's fun. So that's a little show off, but I try not to show off too much, because I always feel like it's like no one cares, But I will say that it's definitely enjoyable getting to do this, and I'm hoping that I can actually do more professional voice stuff via FSP, because it's a very cool company, and the Dark Overlords, I hope, notice me and notice everything that I do. And I'm like, oh, Dark Overlord Sama, please treat me good. Ooh, next one. Hi Zanny. 4 questions. This person's got 4 questions in one. That wasn't in the script, but I'm going to go with it. 1. Zanny, do you believe in aliens? Yes, I do. Because if there are aliens... Okay, my whole thing is with aliens, right? With aliens, what's more scary? That there are other aliens in the universe, and they're all out there, and we just haven't run into any of them yet because the universe is so big. Or that we are completely alone in the universe and there's nothing else out there. Like, I know which one's more terrifying to me, right? But which one would you think is more terrifying? I find being alone far more terrifying than just us not having run into anyone yet. Right? Exactly. So when push comes to shove, I'm going to turn around and be like, okay, I want, yeah, alone is scarier. Alone is second's more terrifying. Yeah, right. Like when we look at the options, what's better for us to have? Exactly, right? I think that it's the one that would be there. Oh, hello. Right? Yes, you've caught me. I love paranormal and spooky content. Also, this next one, would you rather people perceived you as being kind, smart, or I think out of all of those three, and feel free to answer with me, chat. Feel free to answer with me, my sweet Netherlings. I would rather be seen as kind than smart or attractive, which is a very silly thing for an incubus to say. But attractiveness fades. You can be smart and still be a dick to people. But if you're kind, people will remember that. And they'll treat you nicely in turn. And I think that's a good one. That's a good one to be. I think that kind is better than being smart. And I think that, and this is being seen as opposed to actually being. So again, being perceived as kind is very different to perhaps being perceived as smart. Because, you know, there are lots of people in this world who are perceived as smart, but are not. And I think that it's probably the best way to be, you know? Exactly. You remember how someone made you feel, not what they looked like or how much they knew. Exactly. I like that. I like that saying. I'm stealing that. I'm stealing it. If you had to spend 72 hours in a room with someone from Avalon, who would it be? Who would it be? Oh, that's good. I don't know. There's so there are options here, you know. I'm torn. There's two people I'm torn between. On one hand, Roscoe, because and here are my reasons for this. If I was in a room with Roscoe, he and I would ADHD off of each other, and it would make time fly so fast. We'd probably have written an entire Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We'd have authored several books. We'd have turned around and solved world hunger. We'd have fixed the world if we were just locked together. We'd have fixed the world by the time we were done, and then probably broken it again. But also, on the flip side, Gale. I could spend 72 hours with Gale easily. You know, and we'd pass the time in a blink of an eye because we'd just be making out the whole time. So that would be simple. And that would work. We would natter away. We would natter away because Gale is a yapper and I'm a natterer. So he would yap, I would natter, and naturally we would coalesce into something beautiful. And that would create a really fun vibe. I feel like just either would be interchangeable. All right, next one at random. Also, for the randomness, I'm literally just like doing the mouse thing where you shake it on the page and just see what turns up. Ooh. Well, this is spicy. This is spicy. Okay. Zander, if you were in a romance movie, what would the genre be and what role would you play? If it's romance, what tropes do you think suit you? What trope? PWP. No. For anyone who doesn't know, that wasn't me being nude. That was me referencing back to my debut 2.0 stream. For anyone who doesn't know, there's a clip of me on my debut 2.0 stream where I discovered what PWP was for the first time. and yes, that's a callback. It's a callback. Okay, I'm not. Yes. Okay, but that clip was viewed so many times. I'm actually like, not going to lie, the clip has been viewed so many times. Like it's been like shared and clipped and shared again and clipped and shared again, and it's been reposted so many times. I'm like, why is this clip more well known than I am? The clip has outgrown me, which absolutely shook me. Like it's actually known as the PWP guy. Yeah, the Incubus that didn't know what PWP was. But yes, yes. What wasn't genre? I need my coffee. Give me a second. I haven't had my sip of coffee yet. This is my third cup. Give me the num. Actually, speaking of, there's an asset of me with a coffee mug which I need to add. Someone added a brilliant asset of me with a coffee mug, so that's getting brought in for the next stream. That's getting brought in for the next stream. So all of you, my beautiful darlings, my beautiful Netherlings, my Netherlings, who I shall never be apart from. Let us never be apart. Oh, that's a Valentine's Day card right there. Oh, I'm posting that on Twitter. I'm posting that on the Twitter. That's such a good idea. Okay, someone make a note of that. Someone make a note of that. Let us never be apart. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Answering question. Movie. If I was in a movie, what genre would it be and what role would I play? I have always loved thrillers. I've always loved thrillers. Mainly because of the fact that I really enjoy the feeling of tension. No, wait, scratch that. Heck that. Spy movie. I love spy movies. Spy movies are great. Spy movie, and I would be, you know what? Spy movie, but make me the Bond girl. Make me the Bond girl in a spy movie. I'm down for that. Okay, throw me in with that. Because heck, I feel like that's a role I can play. I feel like that's great. But there's so much to do. I love the whole like rival spies thing as well. That's very cool. I love that a lot. I think it was like Casino Royale, where it was like the okay. So as much as like, you know, we can sometimes dunk on the writing of Bond movies. I can do that a lot. But like the Casino Royale one, where it was him, and it was like the spy for the other intelligence agency, and they actually fell in love, and it was like, and then, you know, things happened, and then death. You know, it was a thing. That was good. That was good. Give me that. Don't give me the regular Bond girl treatment where I'm a piece of meat, but make me that one. So, because let's be honest, the Bond movies don't have a good history. They don't. They don't. I can say that. Like make me the Vespa. Make me the Vespa. Yes. That's my 2 cents on that. That's my 2 cents. Let me see what else can I throw in on this. Next question. Let's see. What do we have? We have oh, if you could be any of the Avalon boys for a week, who would you trade lives with? That's a strong one. Who would I trade lives with in Avalon? Who would I? I'm going to say I would happily I mean, Cass is very erudite, and he lives a very chill lifestyle, and I appreciate that. I do. But then Roscoe as well is like very cozy. Roscoe's a very cozy individual. But I think I'm going to go with Cass, because Cass would be in nature and he'd be surrounded by a very relaxed lifestyle. And I appreciate it. Let's take a couple of questions from the chat now, because I know that we've been reading Marshmallows, and I don't really want to turn around and be like, oh, Marshmallow, only ever Marshmallow. We'll take a couple from the chat. I appreciate the chat. I love the chat. You guys are great. You're juicy. Would you ever want to be in or part of a documentary, since you said you enjoy watching those? I would love to. I would love to actually make my own documentary. That's one thing that I've always wanted to do. I love the idea of okay, I'm going to share a little bit of info from behind the scenes that I was never meant to know, but I found out. And this isn't to do with anything to do with me. This is actually to do with when I was hanging out in London with someone from Jaden Smith's production team, like several years back, right? But there was meant to be a documentary of essentially a dramatized documentary of the rise of a young musician via the internet that Jaden Smith was meant to be playing like the lead role for. It ended up falling through, but I loved the idea of the idea of a dramatized documentary of a young musician's blow up using the internet from A to B, because it's always been very interesting to me that artists and genres that would never have come to the forefront were able to be pushed and actually gain traction via the internet. And if you look, it's happened multiple times in the past sort of, I want to say decade, because there was the SoundCloud period where lots and lots of artists who would never have gotten a chance with a record label suddenly became these huge pop culture phenomenons because of the internet. There was there was a similar thing on YouTube as well in, I want to say 2018, 2016, with, you know, electropop artists. And even before then, when you're looking at DJs in the 2014, 2012 sort of bracket, there were lots of, the internet's enabled so much in the way of musical growth. But yes, I love the idea of like looking into that. I love biopics though. Biopics are very, 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 very cool. Why am I so innocent for an Incubus? Why? Well, it's because of the fact that this Incubus was kept in a high society household for much of his life. So as much as I turned around and loved cavorting with demons of delirium, I was encouraged and poked and prodded to become a proper Incubus to take over the House of Netherbrand as soon as Mother and Father Dearest finally popped their clogs and went to the great down under. And I don't really like that. I could cavort and escape and act in whatever debauched ways I wanted whenever eyes were taken off of me, but eyes were taken off of me so rarely. But now, I'm free and have a very strong thirst for life. So why not take a bite and suck it dry? My favourite flower. Oh, a good one. My favourite flower. It's an orchid. I love orchids. They're purple, like me. They're precious, and they're surprisingly hardy under the right circumstances. Which is great. Out of all 4 seasons, which one would I get rid of? And just to let everyone know, I am just looking through these randomly. I'm just seeing where my eyes stop. You know, my little eyes. Wait, my little eyes. There we go. 4 seasons. Okay, stick with me on this one. I'd get rid of spring. Spring sucks. Summer, great. Summer vibes. Hot boy summer, okay? I'm dressed for summer all the time. Look at how little I'm wearing. But summer, hot boy summer, hot girl summer, hot whoever summer, right? Brilliant time. Great, okay? Autumn. Fall, autumn, whatever you want to call it. Cozy vibes. Leaves changing. Cuddling someone as you walk through the park. Surrounded by golden hues of various trees as The gentle ebbing of summer gives way to the inevitable fall of winter. It's beautiful. It's a romantic time, you know? It's the time for lovers. And then winter. It's cold, it's snowing, staying wrapped up inside with a hot cup of cocoa. You can sit there watching the gentle sleet fall down from the sky and settle on the ground in front of you, right? It's cozy, and it's one of my favorite times of year. And finally, spring. It rains all the time and is muddy. There you go. That's spring. Flowers bloom, but they bloom in summer as well. There is nothing that spring has that's unique. There's nothing. Okay, spring is like the jack of all trades of seasons. It's muddy. That's it. That's it. It's mid. Ooh. Can you confirm merch? I can confirm merch. There is merch. It is coming. There's merch coming very, very soon. There's birthday merch as well. I've been working my ass off on birthday merch. So if that is of your... Ooh, I am so sorry. It seems there was an alarm set. That was my emergency alarm. My bad. You can tell. No, the Dark Overlords found me. I'm so sorry. The Dark Overlords found me as soon as I confirmed that. They did. My alarm went off and I thought I'd been found. I'm so... Oh, no. I'd been found. The alarm. Literally, it's the Zanny said too much alarm. Get him, he said too much. I've been yapping too much. He's been yapping too much. It's time to bring him in. Anyway, yes, merch confirmed. I can confirm merch. I can confirm that come the 7th of April, which is my birthday, the day of my birth, there's going to be a stream where I'm going to show the merch going live. There's going to be like little keychains and tchotchkes and a little voice pack, of course. And, you know, there's going to be various little things. I can't say too much, otherwise I will get got by the Dark Overlords. But there's going to be birthday merch, and I've been working my ass off on it. I'm ready for it. I can't get bonked. But you know in advance. And I'm trying to make it all like really, really like affordable ranges as well, because like I hate the idea of someone like just putting out one bit of merch and it's like stupidly like, oh yes, this is my thing, you know, and it being like something that like is a 1% piece of art merch. I'm like, let's get across the board. So yes. Also, next question from here. If I had to eat a crayon, what color would I choose? Red. I want red. I want to eat a red crayon. I want to eat the red crayon. It's gonna be a good red crayon. It's gonna be cherry. I'd eat a red crayon. I'd do it in a heartbeat. When I was a child, I used to take my crayons that I would be given, and I would wait. This is between you and me. When I was a child, what I would do is I used to take my crayons at school, right? I used to take my crayons at school in the classroom, and I would turn around, and if I didn't like the teacher that was teaching the class, I would take the crayon and I would push it into one of the gaps of the radiator. And then the radiator would melt the crayon and drip wax onto the carpet. And that was like little 6-year-old Zanny. The fact that like child me put it together in his mind, like little 6-year-old child me could turn around and be like, there's like the A to B of I could melt a crayon in this and put wax on the carpet just so I could upset a teacher. And they wouldn't be able to tell it was me because I would just put it in there and I'd walk off and I'd be like, I'm done, I'm fine. Little me was a menace. Little me was chaotic evil. Such chaotic evil. There was chaotic evil through and through with me. Chaotic neutral, you know? If they were mean, they, you know? Okay, but some teachers are mean. Some teachers are really mean to children, okay? Some teachers, like, I was like, you know, I was like a little guy. I was just a little dude, little Zanny. They don't know the monster I become. They don't know. They wouldn't know the monster I became. You're the Dark Urge from Baldur's Gate 3. No, okay. I haven't eaten anyone, okay? I haven't turned around and I haven't got a butler, okay? I haven't been a paladin. Fun fact, if you play Baldur's Gate 3 and you're playing the Dark Urge, what you can do is if you actually rest on the beach before you get any companions after the intro sequence, you get a unique cutscene, which talks about whatever class you are and how you came to be the Dark Urge and also that class. It's a unique cutscene, and you never get it if you get a companion before moving on from that point. So if you're a Baldur's Gate 3 player, check that out. You've missed out on a cool bit of content there, usually. Like, don't talk to Shadowheart or anything, just immediately camp on the beach. There you go. That's a little something. It's not even spoilers. It's not even spoilers. It's literally content that you miss at the very start of the game if you don't immediately rest. That's not spoilers. Okay? It's not. Spoilers would be saying something from like Act 3. That's like a thing people miss out with on Act 1. Who did I romance in Baldur's Gate 3? Who did I You all know what I'm going to say. You all do. You all bloody do. You all do. It was 𝓱𝓸𝓾𝓻. It was 𝓱𝓸𝓾𝓻. You all know. You all knew. Like, I didn't need to answer that. Okay? 𝓱𝓸𝓾𝓻 is a perfect hedgehog's dilemma of a character where he turns around and he pushes you away, but at the same time craves moments of vulnerability and emotional intimacy with you. And he is absolutely wonderful for it. His moments of emotional weakness are immediately turned around and brushed over by him afterwards with snide remarks and cruel jokes, sometimes at your expense, sometimes at his own. He's a hedgehog's dilemma of a character, and I love my men broken. Okay? Also, non-ascended 𝓱𝓸𝓾𝓻. What am I, a monster? I might be bad, but I'm not that bad. Oh, but the romance scene when he's ascended. The romance scene when he's ascended with the romance scene with the ottoman, with the little ottoman sofa, and it's wonderful. I'm just saying, if you don't ascend him, you make love, but if you do ascend him, he fucks. Wait, am I over 30 minutes? Yes, I'm good. We're over an hour. We're over a 30 hour. We're over an hour. That's good. So that's good. Okay. That's great. That's great. We're so safe. I really hope that this website never picks up on the fact that I've figured out where the little boundary is because otherwise, manly man, I have nothing to say. Well, thank you for the super manly man. Zanny is bisexual confirmed. I've never hid that. I'm the little rainbow in Avalon. I'm the one. I've got to carry that flag for the gen. It's fine. Yeah, no, I've never hidden that. I think I'm the Incubus. What? Half the fucking fucking brand. But yes. That's a thing. Okay, let me just hit another random ass marshmallow. Oh, out of pure curiosity, hi Mr. Incubus. Out of pure curiosity, would you mind sharing with us what is your scent, like perfume, shampoo, soap, softener, etc.? Hi all, have a wonderful day. Mwah. Platonically. Oh, thank you. So my scent. Okay. So I actually don't use this is me very much like outing myself for a moment. When it comes to like shampoos and actually like my body wash, so I use this what's it called? It's like this women's rainforest, like a tropical rainforest fruit scent body wash, right? And like the label says it's like body wash for women, right? But like I like smelling like fruit, you know? I like smelling like fruit. So I'm fine with using it. So I'm like, okay, I don't care, you know? It's like, what is it? It's like mangoes and it's like mangoes and like the jungle or something like that. It's very sweet. And I got it because like at the end of the day, I like the smell, and I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, oh, I need to smell like metal and all that fucking bullshit. Like I don't need to do that. Like it's something like mango and strawberry, I think. And I'm like, let's go, tropical scent, let's go. And then I usually add a bit of, I obviously use cologne because I think the other boys have mentioned my cologne before, but I also have a lavender and sandalwood cologne, which I love using, which is nice because, so think of like lavender and sandalwood with like a scent of like mango and strawberry underneath when I get closer. So I'm very like sleepy and wholesome. The very sleepy and like stern smell to start off with. And then if I get a little bit closer and I just like, you know, you're like getting a little bit closer and like faces in my neck or something, you're getting like fruit smells. But I feel like that's a good one. That's a good one. Fruit smells are based, no bias. Berry, thank you for the super. And of course, fruit smells are great. They're great. For my hair, I condition it more than I shampoo it because of the fact that like I actually have, I have like a very specific hair type that I got told by one of my stylist friends that I needed to do that for. And it's a thing where I have to like deep condition it like twice a week, which is such effort. I have to deep condition twice a week. But I actually use like what is it called? It's this conditioner that comes. I use coconut. That's it. I use coconut. This like coconut revitalizing conditioner on my hair. And I do deep conditions with that. So I just smell of fruit, don't I? I just smell of fruit. My hair smells of coconut. My skin smells of mango and strawberries. Like my scent is like full like lavender and sandalwood. I just smell like a fruit market. I knew I was the only partial fruit in Avalon, but like my goodness, I didn't need to rep the smell. It's great. No, I like that though. It's definitely something I prefer, you know. It's definitely there. It's definitely there. Plus, you know, you gotta smell nice. I'll devour you right back. Oh, do I prefer drawing or coloring? I suck at drawing, so I do like coloring. But I think I've said I paint occasionally. I do paint occasionally. It's a nice gift to give someone if you've painted, which is nice. I do appreciate a little bit of painting. So coloring's probably my go-to. I do like coloring. I used to have a grown-up, like, adult coloring book, but not like, you know, an adult coloring book. Like I had a coloring book for adults. which is there. Surely you paint us like one of your French girls. Well, yes, I'm just waiting for you to turn up. You know, I need to find one of these French girls to paint. Where are we? I'll have a stream where it's just me on Microsoft Paint painting chat like one of my French girls. That'll be the content. It'll be there. It'll be there. Oh yes, have I done crochet or cross stitching before? Oh, I have actually. I know how to sew. So little demon Zanny's mother was a seamstress long time ago, and Zanny was always taught that a gentleman should always be able to repair and maintain his own garments, and hence Zanny does know how to sew and knows how to, you know, do a little bit of repair on clothing and patch holes and put buttons back on and cross stitch and do all that basic things. So that's a thing. That's a thing. Oh, Manly Man, you're so cool. If given the chance, I would seriously consider sitting next to you and maybe even hand holding if I was a little devious. Thank you, Manly Man. I mean, I appreciate the hand holding, of course, and of course, you know, I don't try and be cool, I just try and be chaotic, but I appreciate it. And of course, everyone's welcome here in Club Netherbrand for a little bit of chaos. It's great. I definitely enjoy. And another little marshmallow we have is a... What does your marshmallow display picture say? I think it says nice ass. Let me check. I think it just says nice ass. Let me check. Yeah, my marshmallow display picture says nice ass. I mean, what? Can I not give you a compliment? That's great. Oh, hello. Someone's asked for for relationship advice here. Oh, your cat purrs whenever you put my stream on. I've heard that. Multiple people have posted online that apparently their cats just love my streams. So, good on them. Good on them. Good on them. Okay. But yes, we've got relationship advice here. Chat, Netherlings, my sweets. Who's ready to do some relationship advice with Zanny? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready to do that? I feel like we can give some relationship advice. The Netherlings are obviously the most emotionally well connected and, of course, you know, emotionally in touch individuals in all of Avalon. So it would only be natural for us to give advice of this nature. Right. Let's go. Hello, Zanny. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm in need of some relationship advice because I believe I've been cursed. Basically, every person I've ended up developing a serious crush on ends up marrying one of my best friends without even me being able to confess my feelings for them. This has happened 3 times already, and it's always painful. I really want to find someone special in my life, but school and work have been keeping me busy, so I haven't had time to focus on romance. Please, send help before I'm a crazy cat lady in my 20s. Also, thank you for the advice in advance, and have a lovely stream. Oh, 3 times? 3 times? Bloody hell. Oh, you just have a bad track record with that then, don't you? Yeah. Okay. First of all, right? First of all, you're only in your 20s. You're only in your 20s. You have more than enough time. And a lot of... Isn't it some fact like most marriages that happen in 20s end up ending in divorce or something? I mean, heck, it's already like 50%. I mean, if we look at the statistics, right? I mean, unhinged answer, but like, if 50% of marriages end in divorce, you've had your friends get married 3 times, then at least one of them end that they've... Statistically, you're guaranteed one of those men to turn around and get divorced. So, you know, you could always bide your time and just sweep and swoop. You know, don't worry about that. But at the same time, if you're not an insane person and you're not a yandere, you could simply turn around and realize that it seems like you're committing a lot of your effort to school, and that seems like a very wise thing to do. I don't think that now is the time for you to turn around and be focusing on marriage. I think that you're focusing on school, you're focusing on work, and I think that turning around and devoting time to relationships like those, to marriage, to all of that, would actually be more of a hindrance in your life right now. I think that you need to be a little bit more comfortable in yourself. It's not a race to get married before you're 30. It's not a race to get married before you're 35. And to be honest, right, I'm gonna say this, okay? And I'm gonna say it, and it's going to be very, very, very truthful, okay? Bitch, work hard in school, get that degree, get that high-paying job. Doesn't matter how old you are, if you've got enough money, you can grab yourself a boy toy and get married whenever the bloody hell you want if you do that right. Focus on school and that job. Get yourself like a boy toy when you're wealthy. Do that. Who cares? Get the education. Get yourself a man that looks like a young Channing Tatum if you're rich enough. Do that. Like, who cares? You know, like I feel like that's, don't turn around and limit yourself in your 20s because you feel you need to get married. Don't do that. Get some cash. Get a boy toy. When you've got the cash, get 2, get 3. You know, be like Leonardo DiCaprio. Be the female Leonardo DiCaprio. You know, do that. Like, don't put pressure on yourself to turn around and do that. You know, no, there are plenty other examples of, obviously, you know, other such things. You get what I mean. You get what I mean, though. It's not the time to focus on that kind of relationship. It'll happen when it happens, and trying to force it isn't going to make things any easier. Be comfy, and I would say also be glad for your friends. You know, they've got those marriages, they've got those relationships, and heck, you know, if that's what they want, that's fine. And if you want to pursue that now, maybe reflect on being comfy, because it's not always about whether or not you're being in this huge loving whatever marriage relationship. It's also having your own identity. And I think that too many people commit to marriages and relationships before they've actually gone out and had a career and, you know, had a life and fulfilled their own identity. So work on that, you know, be you. Okay, I need to specify this in chat. Don't for chat. Okay, don't date like super young people. Don't do that. I don't know why I need to say this, but don't date kids. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. It was a joke. It was hyperbole. Okay. Now next one. No. I feel like, yeah, we definitely need to do a relationship advice room. Roscoe needs to be invited for that. We need to do a little stream thing again with Roscoe. We definitely need to. But our next question. And what do we have here? We have if you had to choose something not straight black coffee, what would your fancy coffee choice be? syrup, milk substitute topping, hot or iced, a barista here, and I like to keep tabs on my Oshi's coffee preferences and maybe try them at work. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so if I don't go with, I don't know. Let me just get my face back under control. If there's no black coffee, and I'm told no black coffee, then I would normally go with a caramel latte or a gingerbread latte because I like my ginger. So a gingerbread latte is always good. It's really good. I love a gingerbread latte. They're usually like a seasonal thing, but I don't like them too sweet. Like more ginger than they have sort of the sweetener. Like only a small amount of sweetener, just a tiny amount. Focus more on the ginger taste than that. Chase the ginger. Chase it. Love it. You know? It's a good one. And also I just find like a good bit of ginger is just good to wake me up and clear all of that out. Oh, and we have another question. When and how did you start your gym ventures? Any gym tips? Southeast Asian potato here, trying to lose weight and build muscle. Oh, okay. So my gym advice. So I didn't know what the bloody hell I was doing when I first went to the gym. I had no idea. And honestly, the first step is just to go. Just turn up. I know that's easier said than done, but most gyms just have a really easy little like they don't make you get a membership to go in and try them out. And if you walk in, you can just go, hey, I'd like to try it here. Just go in and see what happens. Usually if you want to try and build some muscle, I'm a sucker for working my chest. I love working. I love chest day. Chest day is my day. Like I do the butterflies and the lifts and all of that, and I'm there. But honestly, find exercises that you enjoy. I usually stay away from cardio because cardio is kind of there. But just lift, do some muscle, do your thing, and buff chest confirmed. Buff chest confirmed. I mean, booba. I mean, I do have some booba. Yes, I can confirm I do have some booba. I'm currently doing a cut right now, so it's not my biggest booba, but I have had booba. And I do possess booba. There is booba. And there's that. I can do like I think I mentioned my current thing is like I can do a 200-pound butterfly lift, which is just all booba, which is the one where you have all of your arms out and just pull them forward. It's good. I try and focus on that. And yes, I'm looking forward to when I can get back to going to the gym more than just once or twice, well, more than twice a week. I couldn't go once. I'd go insane if I just went once. Because once this first sort of month of streaming, month and a half is done, I can actually like take a little bit of extra time to go to the gym and like I can do even more again. And yes, it's lovely. This is crucial information. But it's okay. It's not, again, and not to like overhype. It's not huge booba, but there is booba. I do that. My deadlift's 240 right now, 240, which is, you know, I'd like more. But maybe one day. No. I will say though, it was very fun. I'm actually the fitness guy for Avalon as well. So if anyone so sometimes I do get random questions from like people in Avalon and the other boys being like, hey, if I wanted to like, you know, do this, or I wanted to gain like a little bit of muscle, what can I nudge in my diet? And I'm like, dude, I have you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm your gym bro. I'm the gym bro here. Okay? I'm there. I'm there. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. I'm there. Yeah, I just sort of prefer to do that, I guess. It's my way of preventing going insane, to be quite honest. I always loved presenting to I always preferred to kind of avoid going insane, just work out. And I think that was why I started doing it in the first place. And yeah, why did that one come up on there? Can I just, I want to give a little bit of context for why I just made that noise. Someone randomly put into the marshmallow, I just wanted to say you're a good boy, smiley face. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not fair. That's not fair. It's not fair. That's cheating. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. Okay, here's another one. Hi, Zanny. Thank you for all of your streams. You're now my favorite comfort streamer. If you had to sort it in either one, would you think cereal is salad or soup, and why? I would say cereal is a soup because you've got the milk and you've got what's been added, and the cereal is just sort of chunks. So it would be close to like a wedding soup where you've got the meatballs and you've got the variety of different things inside. I think that's a solid one, you know. I definitely think that's a very solid choice. Interesting follow-up. Okay. I did say I'd answer all of these, so I'm gonna rock with it. I'm gonna lean with it. I'm gonna rock with it, and then I'm gonna pop with it. Vanilla or not vanilla? Not vanilla. Not vanilla at all. Okay, next one. Okay, so we're going to look at the next one. So we're going to see, here we go. Okay, random one. I've already got that one. What would your D&D class be? What would your D&D class be? My D&D class would be a warlock. I love playing a warlock. My first ever D&D character was a warlock, and he died. But I played a warlock, and I really like warlocks because it would be okay. So I had this concept, right? I had this concept for a warlock, and I loved the idea of it, and I've never got to do it properly. But my idea was this, okay? A warlock of the fiend, but the fiend that the warlock has bound himself to is actually insanely weak, and it's like very, very hungry, and each enemy that the warlock kills, the fiend consumes its soul. And that would explain how the fiend gets more powerful and the warlock unlocks more levels. It's like he's feeding his fiend, and he becomes more powerful as a result. And it creates a really interesting interrelationship between the two. Of the warlock patron is very into it, you know, is very present throughout the story. You know, that'd be cool. Okay, I've been trying to get the boys to play D&D. Okay, pen and paper stream, right? Pen and paper streams. Pen and paper D&D, all of that. I've got a Roll20 account. I've got assets. I own like the boards, and I own the backgrounds, and I own tokens. Okay, I've got all of it. Okay, we're trying to arrange one. we're trying, right? But we're also like juggling potentially like, are we going to get special guests? Are we going to turn around and like just do a thing? Are we going to like work this out? It's on the cards. It's on the cards, and it's been spoken about. And I know what module I'm running, and I know what I'm doing, but it's still coming together. And I'm like, I could totally do this. I could do this so easily, so easily. It wouldn't be a campaign because those would take far too long, but like just a little one shot. I had this wonderful idea for this one shot of like a ball, and it'd be like a dance of masks and monsters, and I have ideas. Okay, I have ideas. I have concepts. I love masquerade balls. I'd love it. Who would DM, you or Roscoe? Roscoe can fuck right off. I'm the DMing. I'm DMing. I've got the chair. No, no, that's a joke. Roscoe and I had this conversation. We actually did have this conversation where Roscoe was like, you should DM. And I go, Roscoe, you should DM. He goes, no, Zanny, you should DM. I go, no, Roscoe, you should DM. You're so much better at it than me. Ross goes, no, Zanny, you're just so good at DMing, you know? You should do it. And I'm like, but Roscoe, you're so talented and you did Dead Meat. You should DM. And he goes, no, but Zanny, you do so many voices and you're so smart. You should DM. And I'm like, Fine. We just, it was like, it was a good few minutes of just that. It was a good few minutes of just back and forth and being like, you should do it. No, you should do it. No, you should do it. You're so clever and smart. You should do it. No, you're so brilliant and handsome. You should do it. It's like, neither of us wanted to do it. No, neither, but you know, I, what can I say? I like it. I like the control. My eyes turned black for a second there. No, they didn't. Okay, you know, it's fun. You know, you have a little bit of a good time. You be a forever DM. Well, yeah, it's the control. Do you not like that when you're in control of something? And you know, like there are two ways about it. You know, I like being in a DM because I can be in control. And I can decide the story and the narrative, and I get to treat everyone to things they enjoy, right? And on the flip side, I like being a player because it's the feeling of having the control taken away, and you're not sure what's going to happen next. And is it going to make you sad? Is it going to delight you? Is it going to entice you? You don't know, but you're there to enjoy the ride, you know? Either way, I like both options, and I do admit, you know, I would like to be a player again at some point because I haven't had like that control taken away for like so long. But while I've got it, I'm going to make the most of it. You know, it's good. It's good. Have I played any other systems? Yes. I think I mentioned it in my debut 2.0, but I play a lot of systems, a lot of TTRPG tabletop systems. I play. Okay, I'm gonna pop off and I'm gonna read this like it's I'm gonna read the systems I play. I play 1, 2, 3, 4, Age of Sigmar, Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk Red, D&D, Dishonored, Heart the City Beneath, Low Fantasy Gaming, Mutant Year Zero, the Pathfinder playtest. I play the Root TTRPG, Rogue Trader, Scions, Shadowrun 4th, Sins, Soul in the Machine, Star Wars Saga, Starfinder, Stars Without Number, The Walking Dead, The Witcher, Vampire 20th Anniversary Edition, Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition, Worlds Without Number, Alien, Other Dust, and that is all of them. Yes, I play a lot of TTRPGs. I play a lot of them. They're some of my favorites. I playtest. Yes. I playtest. So I was a part of the Pathfinder 2 playtest beta, and I was also part of the Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition playtesters, which was there. It's a thing. They didn't take my feedback on Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. They didn't take it. They should have. Coffee time. Kampai. No, wait, wrong stream. Cheer. Glug glug. Better. Better. No, my feedback with the 5th edition system was that the touchstone mechanic was brilliant, but they'd oversimplified some of the abilities to the point where they were asinine. That, and I hated the lore rework. Oh, the lore rework. Not great. Glug glug, glug glug, glug glug. At this point, is it really coffee? It's always coffee. It's black coffee. It's the best kind of coffee. It's sweet. No, it's not actually dark. No, it's not sweet. It's dark and enticing and as bitter as a broken-hearted lover. It's good. It's good. Have I ever thought of making my own tabletop game? I have, actually. I started making my own tabletop game. I read it during that little rap. I did start making my own tabletop game. I started making a sci-fi tabletop game called Soul in the Machine. And the idea was that it was to feature 2 types of tabletop combat. It was sci-fi, and the idea was that the players wouldn't just play 1 character, they would play 2. It would be themselves, and it would be the kind of Evangelion-esque mech that they also had. And that mech would have a personality, and the DM, actually they wouldn't play 2, the DM would essentially play the mechs, but they would have personalities and relationships with the player, and flaws and boons, and as relationships changed and developed, different tags for personality could be added to these mechs, and their interactions with the player, which would have direct effects on both combat and social interactions. And the idea was that as much as it is this sort of sci-fi thing, the mechs would have these personalities and a level of consciousness. And I had this system worked out where I thought I could use a D12 system because no one uses them, and I'm an indie with all this stuff. You know, I love being a bit of a special snowflake with it all. And you know, I ended up dropping the project because as much as it was good, I couldn't quite find the right way to nudge the system to fit in like a simplified fashion. I couldn't quite find a way to make the combat mesh for both in and outside of mech combat, play by the same rules, and also have the power scaling work. So it was there. It was nerdy and trippy and very Gundam thingy, but I want to pick it up again, definitely. When I get a bit more free time, I'd love to pick it up again. And I'm actually spending a little bit of time with an old TTRPG writer I know lately. And he and I might end up investing a bit of time in that. I've just been spending more time with old friends lately, I think. I just have, which is good. Keeping them to one side and doing that. Gundam, it's a Gundam. Yes, I like Gundam. To be honest, I like mechs. I like mech shows. Evangelion is very cool. Gundam is very cool. I also, 𝓱𝓸𝓾𝓻. I liked 𝓱𝓸𝓾𝓻. The little hyper rail 𝓱𝓸𝓾𝓻 show. I liked that one, which is good. Darling in the Franxx. I've never seen Darling in the Franxx. I need to, but it was there. Like I do. I'm a lover of mecha. And you know, 𝓱𝓸𝓾𝓻 is fun, and they also had like an Evangelion crossover, which was really fun, which is what got me into 𝓱𝓸𝓾𝓻, because it was, you know, the whole thing where Shinji just pops up, and I'm like, oh Shinji, I hate you so much, but I love you. Man, I'm so messed up. But yes, it's a great little show. It's very enjoyable. What else can I entreat you with? What else can I delight and entice with? I can delight and entice. Well, I love to delight and entice, to be honest. Enticing is great. Okay, I want to love Shinji, but I love Kaoru. And then okay. The Dark Overlords, the flipping Dark Overlords turned around, right, in a meeting, just after a meeting actually, like a big fancy meeting, and they go, "Hey Zander, you know, you're kind of like 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, you kind of act like him, and you kind of look like him too, and you know, you're kind of like 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻." And I'm like, "Well, that's the most unsubtle accusation of boy kissing that's ever been put at me." So I was like, oh goodness, here we go. Here we go. And yeah, I got, and they sent, and then like one of the Dark Overlords sent me a picture of my face next to 𝓂𝓸𝓾's, and I was like, oh no, but it was 𝓂𝓸𝓾 in the grip of the Evangelion. And I was like, you bastard, I know what that scene is. Don't try me. Don't try me. Don't try me. Oh, 𝓱𝓸𝓼𝓽. Me too. I just love G Gundam. God, Gundam. Eva 2. Great taste. Great taste. Thank you for the super great taste though. Gundam, robot stuff. Like it's incredible. It's incredible. You know? Not even gonna lie. I think I got the job because of I think they just keep me around because of my kissability. I think they keep me around because of my kissability, you know, kiss the girls, kiss the boys, kiss everyone. I think that's the reason why they keep me at this company. I just do my thing. I vibe. We vibe. But yes, I think that's funny. I think that there's a certain resemblance between myself and 𝓂𝓸𝓾. I think I have the image saved somewhere. Let me just like pull up the image as well, because it's weirdly right. It's really like it's kind of on point for how it looks, and I kind of want people to see it. I put it on my Twitter, but you know, Twitter's kind of bleh. Twitter as a concept is kind of bleh, which I know is like a silly thing for me to say, but it's kind of bleh, you know? Where is it? It's over. That was my intro video. That was me putting zesty poses for my pinup. I have a pinup coming for my birthday, and I chose the zestiest pose as possible. I love me a zesty pose. Like the zesty pose is so on point. You have like that little bit of zest. I love a little bit of zest with how I am. It's like some zest. Here we go. That's image. Oop. And okay, here's the image. This is what we're talking about in reference to, okay? So on your left, you see an Incubus, a very handsome one, devilishly handsome, right? Then on the right, you see 𝓂𝓸𝓾, okay? Do you see? There's a resemblance. I was told by the Dark Overlords that there's a resemblance there. Let me see if I can do the face. Yeah, it's there. I hate it. And I'm like, oh look, like maybe I was born to meet you, Shinji. Put me in Evangelion. We've done the have Evangelion 4.0 plus 1.0 plus 1.2, and I will be in that. And I will be like, I'll be like, maybe I was born to meet you, Shinji, but in a different way than 𝓂𝓸𝓾 was. You know, it's there. But yes, that's the brief introduction of myself now being bullied into being the 𝓂𝓸𝓾 of the group. To be fair, I love Evangelion, and my controversial opinion is that Mari should never have been in Evangelion, and it should have been 𝓂𝓸𝓾 and Shinji at the end. They chickened out. They chickened out. Samire, you two were estranged at birth. Oh, I could see that. He's an angel, I'm a devil, you know? Opposite. Corporate wants you to find a different... No, we definitely exchanged, but he's an angel, I'm a devil. And I feel like... Isn't this just the Devil May Cry plot? Wait a minute, am I Dante? Oh, I'm so Dante. Okay. Oh, what if I covered the opening? Oh, that would be cute. Da, 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 da. How we... Da, 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 da. But I'd have to know the words. I have to remember the words. Because all I remember is... Giovanni Dare. That one. But yes, I would love that. Definitely there. I love Devil May Cry. I know fun fact, before FSP before the Dark Overlords let us sort of be in front of people and were still considering all of us, they asked us to play a game in front of them. Any game of our choice, right? Because they wanted to make sure that we could play video games and that we were able to do it at like an acceptable level. Like, you know, like at a passable video gamer level. So we had to choose a game to play. And I chose Devil May Cry 5 as my game to play in front of the Dark Overlords, which, that was a choice. That was a choice considering the combo system. But I did it. I hit a sleek, smoking, sexy style in front of them. I got the triple S. I played a level as I believe it was Virgil. No, not Virgil. I played as Virgil. I hit a smoking, sexy style in front of them, and it was the one where you have to fight the big demon with the flame stomach. And I remember I did that, and I hit a smoking, a sexy style as well on that, and I was like, oh, I got the triple S and the double S. Let's go. And I remember finishing, and I was like, and I did the cool thing. You know the cool thing where Virgil takes the blade and he unsheaths and he like does like the big cut in the air, and then he like puts it in the hilt and he goes, he's like, this is over. And then like the blade goes, and then it goes, and like everything shatters like glass. I hit one of those and I was like, oh, let's go. I did that in front of the people who decide whether or not I get to join Avalon. And I was like, yes, I've done it. And that was something I was very pleased with. And they didn't know, but I knew a little in advance that they were going to ask us to do this and that they were going to judge us on this. So I'd spent the last 2 days playing Devil May Cry 5 to make sure I could actually do that when it was called upon me. So I prepared. I bought my A game with that. I was so ready. I was not going to let them turn around and be like, oh, you can't game. Don't get me wrong though. First-person shooters, cannot do. If you ask me to play a first-person shooter, I'm dead in the water. I'm a fish flopping around in a barrel. I'm so bad at first-person shooters. I am awful at them. I suck at first-person shooters. I suck at them. How did the others do? I'm not sure what each person played for their thing. I think... what did I think? Oh, Gale played a horror game where he got chased around a house. I know that... What else? I think Roscoe played... I can't remember what... No, the only one I remember is Gale, which is really bad of me. But I remember that Gale got chased around a house, and I'm not sure what it was. It was a weird thing where it was the same 4 rooms over and over again. But I remember he kept trying to fight off a monster with a chair, and he was screaming. And that was a big thing. But that was definitely that was a fun thing. But no, I suck at first-person shooters. Suck at them. Terrible. Because people keep jumping. Okay, I I have such a strong issue with games like Apex Legends and games like Apex Legends and like Fortnite and all of the games, because people keep jumping and the jumping is so dumb. Like, what? They're like, whoop, 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 whoop. Like, stop jumping. Stop jumping. Stop it. That I can't play Valorant. I tried. I tried so hard to play Valorant with the boys. The boys were like, Zanny, try Valorant with us. And I'm like, okay, I'll try. Why is everyone like, they've got lightning fast reactions and they just headshot everything? And I'm like, no. I'm good at Halo. I can play Halo because you've got chunky health and a big shield and you can kind of react and there's like a level of chess in Halo, you know? And you can be like, oh, you know? But I can play Halo, but that's the only first person shooter I can play. I've just downloaded Overwatch this morning, actually, and I'm trying to learn how to play Overwatch 2. I've told myself that if I am to be a member of the First Stage Productions EN crew member 004 Zander Netherbrand of FSP Generation 1 Avalon, I have to turn around and I have to learn how to play Overwatch. I have to. I'll force myself to do it, okay? I will turn around, I will bite the pillow, and I will let Overwatch just give me an education in this. I was told that that's the one with the beefiest health bar, so I might make it. I'm gonna try. I'm going to try. Okay, so League of Legends. I've played League of Legends. I've never been a very serious League player. I enjoy the lore more than I enjoy the game. I prefer the card game actually to actually playing the clicky game. But I have tried to play with the boys, and there are characters that I like. But again, I'm a sucker where I enjoy the lore more than the actual game. And you know, it's something where I can just do that. Favorite character, Set. I like Set. Set's a good boy. Set's a good boy. A very good boy. Very, very good boy. Yes. Yeah, I would definitely like that. I'm down bad for him. I'm down so bad for Set. I'm so down bad for him. I live, laugh, love all of it. But yeah, I'm not hardcore into it. I think it's just more of a flight of fancy, which is fine. I'm way more into like nerdy board games than I am into I'm way more into nerdy board games than I'm into like any other League of Legends or like online game. I love like nerdy board games, and I've got Tabletop Simulator on my on my computer, of course. And one of the things that I do is I play I need more friends who are willing to play nerd board games with me, because Tabletop Simulator is something that I love, and there's so much fun that I have on Tabletop Simulator, and it's great. It's wonderful, and there's nothing bad about that game. I've played Disco Elysium. I love Disco Elysium. But yeah, there's my favorite little nerdy board game. Let me think a hot second. I think I do need to think for just a hot second. I am a fan of Dead of Winter. Dead of Winter is a very good game. It's one where it takes a long while to learn the rules, but once you get on it, it's really good, and it really quickly forces you and your friends to work together and get on the same page, and not trust each other, which I also love. I would say, Catan. Catan is really good. Nemesis is up there. I really like Nemesis. Gloomhaven, Arkham Horror, Oh, the Dark Souls board game. I told the story of how I brought a date back to my apartment and I played the Dark Souls board game with them and then sent them home. Pokemon Master Trainer. The old Pokemon Master Trainer game from 1999 was an absolute great one. I loved that. Loved that. I know that's a bit of a weird one to throw in, but I'm just looking at the things I'm subscribed to. I know the Binding of Isaac has a board game now, which I'm interested in getting into. What else was there? I want to say... There's one that I'm missing out on, and I know I am, and I know I obsess over it. And I'm getting there, and my brain's working. And I will make it work. It is one of the games. I don't know. I'll loop back. I'm not going to make you sit here and listen to me buffering over a simple concept. I think that Frostpunk the board game. There we go. I like that. Frostpunk the board game. Wonderful. I love Frostpunk. One of my favorite games. It's how I was meant to rule society. We got there in the end. We did it. We got there, chat. So yes, this live is 2 hours long so far. It is. I've been vibing with all of you very, very much, and it's very fun. And obviously, it's good. Magic the Gathering. I did play Magic the Gathering once upon a time, but then I met people who take Magic the Gathering seriously, and then I realized I didn't want to play Magic the Gathering anymore.
Excuse me, sir, but I have activated the effect of my pithing needle. You have said that you are targeting the red ogre. Well, actually, the card's name in my deck is Rouge Ogre. So please go sit down before I call a judge.
Like, man, they're just so on that. They're so on that. Man.
Do you wish to play a card? Well, Your move resolves. It resolves.
Like, I remember I did get really into like the drama though, because that was actually like a thing that happened. In like Magic the Gathering circles, where like it was in a professional tournament, and like there was a guy who like was looking for a card with a pithing needle, and he said like something like raging ogre, and it was actually like rampaging ogre, and the other guy was like, you didn't say the exact correct name, therefore your card does not work. And it became like a huge thing. It became a huge tournament worthy thing. And there's also like reports of people who play Magic the Gathering like going out of their way to learn card decks, or not card decks, going out of their way to learn like magician card tricks, to learn how to like underdeal to themselves from their deck, and how to like slip cards in and out of their deck. It's a genuine thing where like if you watch any of the Magic the Gathering tournaments online, I don't anymore, but I had this small little, you know how it is, I have like these tiny obsessions that last. They have like cameras now that look at the person's hands the whole time, and it's so crazy. Insane. Zanny, if you're allowed, can you tell us if you know anything about first stage production EN second gen? Like, is second gen first stage production happening? I cannot comment. No comment. That's a legitimate no comment. I will actually get killed. That's one of the ones I cannot even acknowledge. So definitely magic people doing actual magic tricks for all of that. Magic people doing actual magic tricks. Then I would very much love that. The Dark Overlords are watching. They probably are. I can't even lie. They're probably watching as we're speaking. They're probably watching right now. And they're waiting for me to say something silly or horny. And I would get in trouble. But yes, obviously, you know, I think that if we think about things in a very logical and sort of respective way, I think that you know, naturally, things are following a pattern and a plan. And I think that what's important for everyone is in terms of Avalon and whatever's happening with the future of Avalon and just everyone in FSP in general. I think it's important to just trust the plan and know that as much as, there is always good stuff to look forward to. We're not done with you yet. Avalon isn't done with you yet. Okay? Stop trying to cheat on me. No. Care about whatever's happening in like a month's time. Okay, care about my birthday. My birthday's coming up. Do that. Worry about that. I haven't heard Zanny say anything horny, TBH. Let's change that. So guys, we have Date with Death coming. I'm going to start getting ready to wrap up the stream. So we have Date with Death coming up tonight, which I hope you're all ready for, because that's going to be such a horny adventure. Like, that's going to be so good. Okay, I'm going to share the stream. Actually, I think the stream is already up on the page, the waiting room. Oh, it's going to be good. Death, Grimmy, me and Grimmy. I think I'm going to be the first one out of Avalon to finish that game. So come by, okay? I am going to shake Grimmy like a cocktail. Emphasis on the first half of that word. But oh my goodness, I'm going to shake Grimmy like an earthquake. I'm going to break him in two like a table, like a cheap table. I'm going to snap him like a pencil. I'm going to fold him like a napkin. I am going to turn around, pick him up, spin him round, and put him down like it's Dirty Dancing. I am going to just throw him through a loop. Okay, there we go. I think we all know what's going to happen. I'm ready for that. He sends me to a dark place. Yes. On that note, thank you all for coming out to today's stream. This has been really great. I really loved this. I'll see you in a few hours tonight for a little bit of time with me and Grimmy. I'm sure you'll all love it, and we are ready for that. So please turn up, get ready. We're all hype. And of course, feel free to get very, very hype as well for the Cult of the Lamb stream that's coming up as well on Friday or Saturday. One of those days. One of them. It's going to be great. It's on the schedule. Get ready. There's horror games. There's everything good. This is going to be great. I'll see you all soon. Get on out of here. I love you. Okay, go on. Get out of here. Shoot. Okay. Do whatever. I love you. Okay, you know that. Okay. You're wonderful. I know the music drowns me out. This is the way it's meant to go. I'm being pulled away now. Go, you hot little things. Go.